ago, I came here to fight for jobs, and especially in manufacturing, because my husband and I are manufacturers, and we know we've got to make something in this country. If we're going to have an economy, we're going to turn this economy around, we've got to have manufacturing. And we also have to have it because if we can't manufacture our own economy, we can't manufacture our own defense. And folks, we're sitting ducks. So I thought that's what I was going to be here for the most part fighting for, manufacturing. And I am. However, along the way, there was another issue that came up, which was really, I didn't realize it was an issue for states. I thought it was a federal issue, and it is. And it has to do with illegal immigration. When I first addressed the issue of illegal immigration in Michigan, it was not last month. I was the one that took on the Arizona bill, if you don't know, and folks have been saying I'm just doing this because I'm running for state senate. Not true. I introduced my legislation 3 years ago. I chose to take up the Arizona bill for Michigan when someone from the Mexican consulate notified Mexican citizens not to visit Arizona because they weren't welcome there. I figured that was good enough reason for me to adopt the legislation for Michigan. Because if you're illegal, you're not welcome here either. And the operative word is illegal. Ladies and gentlemen, we are a nation, a great nation of many different cultures. This is not about discrimination or profiling as the opposition wants to portray. That's the argument of a propagandist. They do it to shut you up. Just like this gentleman has here. Silence is consent. They want to shut us up, but if we don't talk about this, then we're part of the problem. Well, I'm glad to see that you guys are here to be part of the solution. This is about accountable government. If we give amnesty to everyone that crosses the borders, then why are we paying millions of dollars for our people to represent the borders? Why would we even need it? So we cannot give amnesty to everybody that crosses the border. They have to play by the same rules that our forefathers and our previous immigrants have done. When I introduced my legislation, and my legislation is House Bill 4044, that would prohibit local communities from giving sanctuary to illegals. And believe it or not, we have 3 communities in the state of Michigan that have implemented sanctuary policies for their communities. The city of Detroit, the city of Ann Arbor, and the city of Hamtramck. Oh, at Grand Rapids, haven't heard that one yet. All right. That issue is a don't ask, don't tell policy for their local law enforcement. That ties the hands of local law enforcement, and local law enforcement is paid for by your tax dollars to protect the safety and welfare of our community. And basically what those communities are saying is they're paying their local law enforcement not to do their job, and that's wrong. So I fought against that issue 3 years ago. I introduced that legislation. I reintroduced it when it didn't go anywhere. It died in committee. Again, it's up in committee, waiting to be discussed, still yet to get a hearing on it, because I know that legislation is fair legislation that brings accountable government, and that's what we need, and that's what this is about. Don't let people scare you into being quiet. This is a real issue facing Michigan. Many of us say this is not a problem for Michigan. Well, wake up. There's illegals here as well. And again, this is not about legal immigrants. We embrace all cultures to come to our great state, to our great nation, but you better do it legally.